Yeah. All right. I'm gonna the timer finished up. Okay.
Uh-huh.
All right.
Ready for me to count down from 10?
Uh, yes.
10,
All right.
9,
9,
8,
8,
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and go.
Hello. Good afternoon.
In.
That's you doing the Stampy voice.
Yeah.
Hello, it's me, Stampy.
Wait.
You're funny. Hey, friends. How's it going?
Bye.
He's going to do media time, he says. Calvin, hold on. You have a question here. Isn't that the same t-shirt from yesterday?
Yeah, it's the school teacher. You're required to wear it. You're required to wear it at school.
Required to wear it at school.
Well, you're not required to,
No.
but you don't have to, but if you do, then you like, except you're supposed to, but you're not allowed
You're
to.
supposed to wear it, but
You're not.
you don't get in trouble if you don't wear it.
Yeah.
Okay. Tidy Whities, hello.
Hello.
Kara, welcome back. This is my son, Calvin. He's going down to watch YouTube.
Invisible staircase.
Calvin, but no, don't tell them about the staircase. There's a staircase. He's shaking his head. Rainy Nan, hello. Kara wants to know if you're a good chef like me. With mac and cheese, the answer is yes. Yes, 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 yes. Kimbara, let me make you a poll here. Hold on a second.
Now I'm going down the real staircase.
Now he's going down the real staircase. Tidy Whities, hello. So strange in fall attire. I know, right? We're entering my my butch season. Um, for sure. How do I make a poll? I've never actually done this before. Let's see. Raid? No, we don't want to do that. Prediction. Oh wait, do we want a prediction? Do you want a poll or a prediction? I feel like a prediction is in order, Kambara. Um, let me and houseplant stream. Yes. Let's see. Will Is mom going to make a special appearance tonight? Oh shoot. I don't want to do that. I think I just accidentally ran an ad. This is why I don't do. This is why. Let's see. How long should our poll last? Let's let our poll last for 10 minutes. 10 minutes. Okay. Uh, because in 10 minutes she'll either be on the way or not. Let's say 10 minutes. Wait. Say say five. Say 10 minutes. Okay, and start. Ah, that's too many. Oh, that's weird. Appearance will make. Okay, it had to be within a number of characters. Uh, wait, there's channel points involved? Hmm. Kimura, thank you. That is really kind. Uh, I don't want people to have to spend points. Let's There we go. Clearly I've done this before. Okay. Poll is live, I think. I think. Okay. If that's not like the right format, I'm sorry. I've not run one of those before. Okay, cool. Tonight, I need to get a beverage. That's what I need to do. How's everybody feeling tonight? How are y'all? Whoa, holy shit. I am feeling great today. Today has been today has been a nice day. Not for any reason. I think it's just because it's Thursday. I made some plans today. Like I made not for today, but I made plans for tomorrow. Um, that was kind of nice. It's always nice to have something to look forward to, you know. Um, and plans for tomorrow are certainly something to look forward to. Um, Snacking on a bunch of Jello cups. That's fun. Did you make Jello cups, or do you have like? Are these the packages, like the pre-packed Jello and pudding, or gelatin? Uh, I'm imagining either you made a bunch of them or there's like a four pack. Is like one of those little Jello cups, not not a full serving. Okay. Ooh, yeah. Awesome. That's good. The little fruity ones. I know the ones. Oh. Okay. Um, I'm mixing myself a beverage here. Um, Tidy Whities, to your point about being very fall, I'm also very on brand today. This is a Woolrich flannel, and this is a Woolrich mug. So we'll be y'all can spend your stream bathing in the light of my masculinity. Anyway, hello. It's pesto today. I'm gonna finish those tortellini. Not finish them, but make them. They're already finished. Just need to boil them. And then I'm gonna make a salad. So I'm gonna make the salad first, and then all the scraps from like everything are gonna go into the pesto, and then we'll just put the tortellini in, mix that with the pesto. So Gwen's specific request was tortellini. She said like I want tortellini and pesto. So that's what we're having. In retrospect, I don't know if the pesto uh, combination of pesto with the filling on the tortellini is going to be like the best thing, but like uh, I'm sure it'll be fine. That's what we're going to have. So I hope it's fine. Let me get the food processor real quick. Forgot to do that beforehand. And this this we can set off to the side in great anticipation of usage momentarily. Um, okay, and got my pasta water on. Let me salt the pasta water right now because otherwise I'll forget. Um, I don't usually forget to salt the pasta water, but it's one of those things that's really disappointing when you do. Um, so now it's done, and I don't have to think about it again. Now it's done, and I can formally forget it instead of just accidentally forget it. Um, this is a strange song. What's going on with this song? This feels like I've just entered the forest in like Zelda, right? Maybe. Ooh, these towels fit perfectly under the cutting board. I never knew that. That's fun. Yeah, it is. It does feel like fall today, though. At least here it does. It's been this whole week. It's been like cool. Hammer, hello. Hey, it was nice to hop in on your stream earlier today. Thanks for working through. I like your setup too, by the way. Chicken and dumplings. Yeah. I was thinking that that recipe you were making today was something akin to a Dutch oven stuff that's like real common. Um that like drop dumplings, and they are so easy. Okay. So, salad first. Um, yeah, it was great. I was definitely like, I appreciated what you were putting out there in terms of the direction. I like the idea. It reminded me of, um, it reminded me of this cookbook. It reminded me of this cookbook, which this person, Leanne Brown, if you're not like familiar with her, she has an Instagram that does, she posts on Insta a lot about like dinners and such. But it reminded me of this book, which is um, essentially like the a similar direction to what you're putting out there. Although it sounds like you're putting out something with more depth. Um, cool. How it came across. It was great. It was authentic. That's what you need. I think just like and uh, conversational and no one's expecting like professionalism. And I appreciate you saying someone that has been in it a while. I assume you mean streaming. I started streaming in May of this year, so a while is relative. It's fun though. I think that you have a cool direction for what you're trying to what you're like looking to plan out. Meanwhile, I just make dinner for the family and have no idea what to I don't have that much. The direction is put food on the table. That's the direction here. Um, I appreciate that. Thanks. Um, salad is going to be arugula, carrots. Now I was talking about shaving carrots last night, so I'm gonna do that tonight because I wanted to. Arugula, carrot, tomato, parmesan, herbs, and then some type of dressing. I don't know what dressing I'm gonna put on here. I had a couple different thoughts. Um, there's some other stuff I could put on here too. So I had the thought to do a big salad tomorrow night for dinner, so I was going to kind of like reserve some stuff. But I made, like I said, I made plans for tomorrow, so like it's looking less likely that I'll need to make a big salad tomorrow. So I'm kind of like, all right, let's use the good arugula today. Um, I got this out because this is carrot tops for the pesto. Um, so yeah, I'm kind of it's like I don't want to overload the salad today, but I do want to be conscious that I'm going to not make salad tomorrow. So I think I'm going to make salad like a bigger facet of this meal than I was initially imagining it. I was imagining like a little tiny side salad. Now I'm thinking like salad, tortellini. Uh, you can tell the scale of the dish by the tone in my voice, right? Oh my God. Okay. Salad though, for real, for real. Let's just use the big bowl because no. What did we say this was? The bigger bowl. This is not the biggest. This is not the big bowl. This is the bigger bowl. Mishmish, nice to see you. Thanks for popping in. Um, thanks for popping in and saying hi. How's your week been? Were you streaming this week? Um, should definitely check your channel out. Hammer, this is uh another food and drink friend popping into chat here. So that's another good reference for you. Um, hold on a second. And two folks who are streaming here. Um, I'm gonna use the bigger bowl for salad because there's no reason not to. And what will happen is I'll get really frustrated when I don't have a big enough bowl and when I can't find my towels. Um, yeah, Ian has been Ian has been dominating the news, as I'm sure you're familiar. Are you in the are you in the path of it? I'm assuming it's like uh that you're maybe not right in the in, in the immediate path. Um I've heard I've heard that things are kind of moving uh I'm in Jacksonville. Okay. So you have power, or at least you have internet. That's good. Um our poll ended. Consensus mom will make a special appearance. Gwen, if you're in chat, please don't use this as please don't please don't use this as your incentive to show make everyone wrong. Um Mish Mish, are you guys are you still hunkered down like at the moment? Um Bucket. Not the chatter bucket, the compost bucket. Oh my gosh. Okay. This came from the carrots. Sorry. I'm like scattered here because I've got uh a bunch of stuff out. Let's start to put stuff in a bowl. Hmm? Okay. I'm going to use this arugula, and then I think I'm going to use some of the frisee, which I learned today via trying to figure out where to put the accent on frisee. That what I said on stream last night, that it tastes kind of like an endive. Pretty accurate because it's in the same family. So I gave myself like a little tiny like satisfied satisfied sound finding that out. It's always nice when you like make that association without like reading it on the internet, stuff like that. Okay, these scraps, and I've tried many times to regrow the arugula out of these, but it just doesn't ever take. So I stopped trying. Need to start growing it. I would like to start growing it more myself, because I use a lot of it. But I finally figured out how to keep basil alive. So baby steps. Not a farmer. I'm not a farmer, despite what the appearance might make you think. Oh my gosh, so you miss knowing things. Yeah, I do. I do. I feel like I know. I feel like I know enough now. It's no, I did not. Cal's asking me if I'm saying his name. Um, I feel like I know a lot, but like I'm proven wrong constantly. Or do you have an herb garden? I don't. I don't. Um, I have a basil plant that came from the market that I have on the windowsill and water. Um, and then 2 summers ago, I had a couple herbs on in like an outdoor box over the like uh early or mid 2020 when everyone was inside. I had some herbs in a box outside, but That was about it. Nothing, nothing I would call a garden by any stretch. Oh yeah, for real. Hammer, when you're like, yeah, now it's just like, do you guys ever do this thing, right? Um, you do this thing, let me rephrase this as, do you ever feel similarly? When there's something that I am like, oh, what was that thing? Like, what was that? Oh, what was it? I'm like, like trying to reach back through like years of nonsense to pull out a fact from fifth grade, or fifth year, whatever your school designation, and someone else is near you, and they're like, oh, hold on, yeah, let me like, and I'm like, they like pull their phone out, and I'm like, no, don't do that, like, don't, please don't do that, like, I want to try and get it out of my head. Like, I really want to try to let me sit with it for a second. Like, don't just like do that like immediately. Like, I know I can look it up. Let me see if I can like re-index my brain a little bit. Do y'all ever do that? Get like force yourself not to look things up for a long time? I do, like constantly. Anyway, um, Hammer, yeah, exactly. Ah, that's so cool about the garden though. Okra's fun. Does okra? I don't think I've ever seen okra on a plant. I've seen it in the market. Um, I'm the Googler. Sorry, Twinrella, totally okay. Uh, I would say that not always, but Gwen is a Googler as well. She'll be like, I just want to know. Like, I don't need to play the game of looking it up. Like, I don't need to do the weird mind thing. I just want the information. Yeah, I am. I am the weird person. I feel like I'm the one who's strange in that scenario. Let me like clarify. I was not being trying to be judgy. It was more like I just want to I just want to exercise my brain like a little bit. Um, but I get it though. If it's something I know isn't there, I'm immediately reaching for my phone. Like, there's certain things that you know, and you know that you can't like bring to mind right away. So I guess that's what I'm talking about. Um, I can empathize with the urgency of like, let me just find out. Let me not get blocked here. I want to keep moving on with my thoughts. Yeah. Um, the M, the missus, the missus that keeps stuff alive. Yeah. I um, I have houseplants that I keep alive. I just, for whatever reason, I haven't had uh an interest in growing my own, like cultivating that kind of garden. I'm not sure what that says about me, but that is a thing. Okay. I'm just kind of gonna cut some of these. These carrots are not like ribboning per se. Is there a way to get the carrots to curl when you pull them off of here? Um, Christmas, you had a sad week. It's good. It's good to take that time though. I'm sorry if that's what you were. Put the carrots in ice water to curl. There he is. That is that is a good tip. I'll take right to the fridge to get ice water. Wait, I don't need the filtered water for that. Why does it make them curl in the ice water? I've never heard this before, but I absolutely believe you. Clear, clearly, I believe what you're telling me. Because yeah, I want them to be curly. I don't want them to be like flat and stuck together. I've never put them in ice water, so other gardens too. Cool. Uh, okay. We're gonna try this trick here. Um, I didn't know that okra had big flowers like it had like that. That's fun. Okay. Almost just hit my face. Okay. This is now a bulk carrot production stream. Okay. I think 2 carrots is enough. I was I didn't cut all of them up. I did. Yeah, I didn't cut all of them up. So, um, who voted yes? Raise your hand if you voted yes. There's a prediction
What was it?
whether or not you would make an appearance today. Some people were right.
Because it's totally
Yes. And we're not going to be eating at 8 p.m. unless you want to still be eating at 8 p.m. I would like to eat, what's it, 5:50? I'd like to eat by 7. If I stopped talking, did nothing but make dinner, this would be ready in 20 minutes. Max. 20, 30, 25 minutes.
eat it, moms. When it's eat it, moms, it's mac and cheese, hot dogs, fried eggs, or ordering Indian food.
Mac and cheese, hot dogs, fried eggs, or Indian food.
Ordering Indian food.
Ordering Indian food, not making Indian food. No. We make tikka masala out of the jar. We acquire tikka masala out of the jar.
Okay, bye.
Okay. Um, yeah, let's try to let's like eat. Let's just say 7. Yes. Okay. Gwen's off to probably
Well,
Lord knows what she's up to over there. Anyway, um, that is Gwenifer home from work. Home from work. We are all right. Kimbara is probably over there. Like, look at I got him to put the carrots in ice water. I'm just kidding. Would be fine if that was the case. Uh, all right. So I've got my carrots in. She is going to snipe. She is quite the Fortniter. We were playing last night, actually. Myself and uh Gwen and uh her brother. She's better than me by a lot because I don't care. That's why. Just straight up. Um, I'm gonna add some of this Chris A since I spent so much time talking about it. I'm also getting out kind of every time I'm opening the crisper, seeing other stuff in there. Okay, so this is uh, uh from, as I learned today, from the endive family. It has pretty bitter taste to it, and it's really fun to look at, just in general. These nice, like, um, delicate sort of leaves. It's it feels kind of delicate, but it keeps for a little while in the fridge, so that's nice. Um, and they grow this. The place that I get, the market, the vendor that I go to grows this themselves. This is one of their hydroponic hydroponic offerings. Okay, let's get a little bit more out of this guy. And the ends, these bottom stems are super bitter. I don't want to eat those, and I don't want to use those for anything else, really. Um, they're just the stems. I'm going to use those to compost. That's what I'm going to use them for. Okay, a little bit more of this. I always buy two arugula, like two plants, essentially, and I always end up wanting more. I don't know why. It's one of those things that I just don't think about in the moment and then regret every single time. Oh well. Okay. So I will end up having a salad of some kind this weekend with the rest of this. Um, the rest of this and those other two carrots, just like a little snacky salad. A snacky salad. This music is quite the interesting vibe today. This is the first time I'm playing this particular station. It's called Lounge. Feels loungy. Daisy, are you here? I thought you were around a second ago. Are you here? Daisy dog. Daisy. I'll get her over here. I've got carrots saved for her. I've got carrots saved. Well, look who decided to show up. Daisy, would you like a carrot? Friends, do we want to see Daisy have a carrot? I know we like seeing Daisy have a carrot. Daisy dog, you want a carrot? Yeah. Yeah. One. Look at you sitting already. Such a good. Such a good. Uh-uh. Sit. Lie down. Okay. Last one. You want to jump? There we go. Okay. That's it. That's the end of the carrots days. All gone. All gone. All right. You good? Good girl. Okay. You good? Okay. Okay. She's going to hang for a second until she realizes. Days, do you want to sit pretty? There's no more carrots, but would you like to try another trick? Are you willing to do a trick? No carrots, but will you sit pretty? No. She knows, she knows. Kambara, she knows there's nothing coming. I gave her the sign. I gave her the all like hands are empty sign, and she knows that means that there was 100% not more treats coming. She's now she's just hanging out in hope. What are you looking for? Huh? I don't have anything. I don't have anything else for you unless you want some endive. Ice water for 2 hours. Perfect. We'll hit the end of stream. You know what? I'm gonna leave them in the ice water anyway, because you never know. But I would like to be finished here by 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, which is 62 minutes from now, 1900 hours. Okay, arugula, carrot, tomato. I'm not going to put in just yet because I want the some of the juice to come out of the tomatoes, but I'm going to cut them and salt them, and then just let them go. All right. Um, and these I always use flat knife, but I'm going to use this little serrated knife because every time I try to cut tomatoes with this knife, it just kind of pushes them in. Okay, what shape do I want these? I'm gonna have flat carrots, flat Parmesan. I'm gonna try to like shave some Parmesan. I don't have a cheese shaver though, so we'll see how it goes. I might just like cut the Parmesan. So maybe I want to put these in actually. I'm just gonna have these. There's a 30-second ad starting momentarily, so if you're not a subscriber and you didn't come in the first 30 minutes of the stream, you're gonna get one. Exclamation point ad if you'd like to know more about that. Um, yeah, I'm gonna have these because I also kind of want the color. I don't want these to get lost. Like these are really pretty tomatoes that are. That is definitely not going to focus, is it? Or I'm going to dump them all out on the floor. Whatever. Close enough. There we go. Tomatoes. Other restaurant takes out the tomato jelly from my salad. Oh, you mean the inside? Like you would take this and scoop out all of the interior seeds and pulp? I would say that's normal. Unless you're if that let me know if that's what you're talking about. Like you get essentially a full size tomato and they scoop everything out of it and you just kind of have uh that interior or the skin and like a little bit of meat under it. Um, if that's what you're talking about, then I would say yes. I would say it's pretty common. Um, there's some notable exceptions, like if you go somewhere that has like a cold, like I would say that for if you're going somewhere that's like a salad is a thought out thing on their menu, like they care about the salad, I would say that that's sort of expected. Maybe not normal, but like it's not unexpected. Uh, it would not be uncommon to see that, but I think if you go somewhere that has it's just like a side salad, right? If you were to go to somewhere like a pizza place in like at the ocean, what music is that? What the hell? That was like a TV show song. I just anyway, if you were to go to like a pizza place that had just like a cold salad, right? Like they just have a big vat of salad they scoop onto your plate, then you'd probably get the pulp. You'd probably get like a regular thick hydroponic like tomato that's just wedged with the seeds in it because it's much more dense. If you have like a nice like heirloom type tomato too, then you definitely get the seeds. But for stuff like this, yeah, I mean, you could reasonably expect that they would like give it a little squeeze. These are Liz, hello. Nice to see you. Tidy Whities, these are like a mixture of tomatoes. There's some Tiger Toms in here. There's some Sun Golds, and then there's at least two other varieties that I don't know. Um, they're really pretty though. I don't want to lose like that color in the salad, so I'm just gonna like keep these half. Um, I am gonna put some salt on them though. Um, that Kambara, yeah, like I think people take them out because they don't want it to get maybe it's just like the liquid. Um, I don't really know. I know that it wouldn't be unexpected to see that though. Um, I'm thinking uh there's a common salad, right? Like if you go out to eat in the United States and you go out somewhere that's like inexpensive, right? Like that's an overgeneralization, but I'm thinking like a pizza place or like a takeouts, an American food takeout spot, not like a falafel place, or something of that nature, but like you're going to get a salad, iceberg lettuce, cherry tomatoes, uh, carrot, some type of like shaved carrot, um, and maybe like one other random ingredient, um, either maybe a radish or some type of like habit, like red, a little bit of like red cabbage or something like that. That's what I'm talking about. Cucumber, croutons, yes. Shaky cheese, shaky cheese. All of that is when I say like you're going to get the seeds in the pulp. You're going to get a tomato that is like very dense, probably very cold, a little bit mealy in your mouth, and still has the seeds and pulp in it. If you're going somewhere that's like a fine dining place where they're going to give you, you know, an heirloom, like a big slice of heirloom tomato, that's also going to have the pulp in it. But that same fine dining place that has these tomatoes might scoop out the pulp, or at least um, like a little bit. So yes, the garden salad. That is exactly right. And that's the water would stop the dressing. Exactly. That's why I'm salting these right now and putting them in a bowl because in like 20 minutes, this is just going to be filled with liquid in the bottom. And then I'll just take the tomatoes out. They'll have uh, already given up their liquid. I'm making salad with this and I'm making pesto. I don't want thyme in the pesto because the stems get weird. Um, but I'm going to use all of the rest of my herbs today because um, the uh, Liz, yes, I can. Um, with the exception of the time, I'm going to be going to the market on Saturday again, so I'm just going to get more of these, and it's pesto, so like I want all the extra greens in it. Okay, Liz, how I store my herbs has changed a lot over the years. This is the current method and the best method. Everything but basil essentially goes in here. So what I do when I get when I go to the market, I get herbs. They're fresh. I'll take them and wrap them in uh, paper towel. So I'll wrap them up in like this. Let's do that view. Yes, I'll take a dry paper towel and I'll lay that out. And then I will just like arrange the herbs on it, sort of like in this, like a roll, like a mat, right? Like completely dry paper towel, kind of spread these out evenly, and then I'll roll it like pinch the one end and kind of roll it in like that. So it's like they're kind of mostly touching the towel and not each other, like very loosely. This is a pretty loose roll. There's a lot of like give to this. And then I take the rubber band, because when I buy them, they come with a rubber band around them, and just kind of give them a floof, and then stack them. I'll take a towel, like this will have condensation in it, like it's got some liquid in it now. I'll take a towel and just wipe this out until this is totally dry, and then just stack these in here. And I pack them in pretty tight, and then store them with the lid on, like that. Um, and you can see sort of like what you have in there. This box is from IKEA and is just a pretty like flat, shallow box that I got with some like IKEA Tupperware that I impulse purchased years ago. And this will keep them fresh. So the one I would say that goes bad the quickest in here is mint. It's also like the most fragile. But like this time, this time that's in here, I bought this on Saturday, a week ago. Like I bought Saturday, so you say Wednesday, Thursday, 5 days ago. Oof, awful. 5 days ago, and you can see this time is like pretty good still. Like all of this is good. There's no like real brown spots in it. But every week when I go to the market, I'll kind of like open this up. I'll give it a look through, throw out anything that's gone bad, give it a fresh paper towel, keep the dry paper towel, in like, let's flatten it and keep it in the cabinet for like wiping up spills. Um, and these will keep, like they keep for a while. They've been really, this particular method has done really, really well for me. I used to keep them in the original plastic bags they came in. I used to repackage them into other bags. I used to do a lot of different things with them, but that method is the one that has worked the best. It has yielded the longest lasting herbs, for what that's worth. With the extreme exception of basil, which has to be on the counter and you have to water it like 6 times a day. Cool. So if you just saw an ad, I'm curious if you had. I'm curious what for the folks that like are not subscribed and see ads on this channel regularly. One, that's cool. I don't mind if you're not subscribing. This is not a pitch for that. I'm curious about if kind of I've been doing this 30-second ads every so often for a little while now, and I'm wondering if people, after having some experience with that, want that ad experience or prefer to just know that there's a long pre-roll and then no ads. Because I don't necessarily like announcing that there's an ad coming up all the time. But I also, I'm aware that like people bounce from streams if they get a pre-roll. I don't know. I'm just curious. It's an evolving like thought process, I suppose. Liz, I don't love pre-rolls either generally. Just like a full disclosure, I subscribe to Twitch Turbo because I don't like pre-rolls. It was worth it to me to do that, watching Twitch enough. But that said, I also like then don't experience ads on Twitch at all. So I feel like I'm very disconnected from it. I think the issue with Turbo is that it definitely de-incentivizes you from directly subscribing to other channels that you do like. So yeah, it's as much as like a tier 2 subscription somewhere. So, um, you don't get the subscriber benefits with Twitch Turbo. You just don't get the ads. So I I'm just like evaluating it. That's all. You get a pre-roll if you come in here in the first 30 minutes. So uh, it's kind of how it goes. But you got to see ads somehow. It just either you got to give them money or you got to see ads. There's no around. I'm gonna put a bunch of this mint in the bigger bowl, and then I'm going to put the rest into excuse me, put the rest into the pesto. UPenn Gamer. That's kind of like where my head is at a bit, in a sense of like if you bounce around Twitch, right? Like I I have an assumption that if you're chatting here, that you may have another tab or two open. I don't care. That's fine. It's also a familiar experience for me. So as a viewer, and I'm like, I don't want someone to get a pre-roll every time they pop into the stream if they don't leave the tab open. That's just my thought. Like, I feel like a 30-second ad is not all that bad in the grand scheme of things. And knowing it's coming and like me trying to be conscious of it and not say something like critical or like let a recipe get cut off if I'm talking about something. I was talking about the herbs a moment ago, and I saw that an ad was coming, but I know that Liz is a subscriber, so I just kept talking about it because Liz asked the question. So anyway, I've now filled almost an entire content period between ads talking about ads. So I'm going to stop talking about that. Thanks for the feedback. Unless you all like are hot on discussing advertising on Twitter. Um, it's just an evolving thing. Okay, I think that's enough mint in this salad. So I'm gonna just pick the rest of this. Pick the rest to put in the pesto. Yes. What time did I tell Glenn we were eating? 7. Okay, I need to hurry up. I need to hurry up because while the pesto will not take too long, I want to, now I'm feeling like I'm going to get in trouble because it's going to be 7:05, 19:05. That's okay. We're almost. This is the hard part. Um, the market is for produce only, Liz. We used to get there used to be a different vendor at the market that had a meat selection. They used to sell whole chickens and different like cuts of meat because they raised it. That vendor's not there anymore. When I'm getting protein, I usually get it from the halal butcher on the walk to the back home from the market. Unless I'm getting fish, the fish I usually get from a vendor in the city who sells he sources it and then sells direct to consumer essentially. Pre-COVID he used to exclusively sell to restaurants. Uh Necessity for his sustained business had him move that business in to consumer, and he's stuck with that since COVID, uh, since restaurants reopened. Um, I almost said since COVID ended, which I don't like that was where my head went right there. Anyway, but yeah, mostly if the protein that we get is from one of those two places. Um, the scallops I had this week were from a market vendor. We went to a different market. We went to 2 markets on Saturday morning. Speaking of being extra, and that was from the market. Um, is halal meat very easily sourced? Yes, it is. Generally, I mean, there's 2 halal butchers I could walk to from my house. One of them is farther away, but I could walk there for sure. Um, the fish, though, the vendor that I go to is a hydroponic farm and they use trout in their operation. So every once in a while, they'll have a bunch of trout that got too big for the tank and they kill them and gut them and bring them whole to the market. And I usually buy two of them. Any week that they have, I buy two of them and I'll roast them whole. They're fun. That is how you get your kid interested in seafood. You let them pick an entire fish. At least it worked for me. Results may vary. This is tarragon that I'm putting in here right now. The pricing for sure is a consideration. The halal butcher has pretty decent prices because they're usually dealing direct with some type of farm because it is halal. Like there is a very specific um, supply chain there. And I think that because of that, they probably have a little bit cheaper prices. And the same thing with the seafood vendor. So the seafood vendor and the halal vendor are essentially a middleman between a farm and me. There's like one person, like one literal human being. So pricing in those scenarios, both of those, is usually cheaper than the grocery store by a lot. Kabar, I agree. They're amazing to cook with. I love trout. The vendor that I go to has rainbow trout, so they are, there's a giant pile of stems. Um, and usually when we get them, they are big because they're like at the end of they're at the end of their experience. Um, there's an ad playing right now. If you're listening to the sound of my voice, I appreciate you. Thank you. Um, okay. Stems into pesto, yellow leaves to the compost. Anything that's like slightly yellow is going into the pesto. Anything that's decent is going into the and then some more of it. Most of it's going to go into the pesto because I don't want the salad to taste like parsley. I don't want the salad to be parsley forward. Okay, so water is about to boil, or water is. I could boil that water pretty quickly. I'm thinking about timing here. Um, I need to finish the salad and then I think that's enough. Okay, this is a nice big bowl of greens here. We've got frisee and arugula and like a big mix of herbs. So this is a far bigger salad than I was thinking of making. I am glad that I put that in the bigger bowl though, because the size of it right now is about the size of the big bowl. So salad is good. I have my tomatoes here. Um, tomatoes, carrots. I don't know if these carrots are starting to curl. They are. They are. They are starting to curl. Got a little curl happening. That's some water dripping on my keyboard. Get ready for my entire computer to crash. Um, it's happened twice in a week. No, it's not happened twice in a week. It happened earlier this week, and it happened 2 weeks ago. And that's why I didn't stream last week. Anyway, um, going to make this is the pesto. Let me. I'm gonna move. I'm gonna move my salad over here to the right. Let me get my pesto kind of scrap bucket over here. They are curling. I wonder if salting that water would have made a difference. I don't know. I'm not going to do that now, though. Okay, so I've got this is the stem from the broccoli that I made earlier in the week, whatever night that was, Tuesday. Um, that I saved. So I'm cutting this up. And then I have a bunch of carrot tops from the carrots. I also got this week, the market has a, um, if people go to the market and rip the carrot tops off of their carrots and then like are like, what do we do with those? Uh, Welcome. Um, those have like a weird interior, and I just didn't like the way they looked. Um, the carrot tops, though, people like don't want them. And so they'll rip them off. Like the people at the market will be like, "Oh, we'll take them," and they rip them off. And um, every week there's a guy who comes by at like whatever, like half an hour, 30 minutes before the market closes, who has a giant pet rabbit and picks up all of the carrot tops to feed the rabbit, which is super fun. So I every week also, if I know I'm going to be making pesto, I'll grab like a handful of the carrot tops and then leave the rest for the dude with the rabbit. It's kind of fun. Um, Veg stock for sure. Yeah. If I was making stock, I was like saving all that stuff. Anything like that is like worth saving. I'm just going to cut some strips of parm here. These are not going to be very thin like I imagine them to be because I don't have like a cheese shaver. I'm kind of just doing this if I feel. Um, I've got strips of Parmesan here, and then I'm going to shave some more of this to put on top of the pesto. I have a little bit from last night, but I don't think that it will be enough. So I get some parms here for the salad. I also need to cut some of this because I want to put it in the pesto. Um, this is going to be for the salad top. Last night I used 9 bowls while I was cooking. Uh, as I was emptying the dishwasher right before I popped on today, I was like, why, what am I doing? Why am I like this? Uh, so complicated. Um, Putting some shaved parm on top of the pasta. Um, and then I'll cut a chunk to put in the pesto. Okay. We've got, we've got our plan. I'm going to shave just a little. I have some from last night, but again, it's just like not enough. It's never enough. It was enough for dinner last night because didn't use too much of this. It was just for the kale. Okay. One of these days, the cheese is going to slip out of my hand, and I'm just going to grate like uh my entire palm onto here. Gwen, sorry if you're listening. I know you just had a visceral reaction to that. Rainy Nan, sorry if you're listening. I know you had a visceral reaction to that too. Um, yes. Oh my God. The parm you can also um you can do that on like a big sheet pan too. I like when I'm roasting something with parm, like brock, you're right. I got you. Um, okay. Parm to finish, parm for the salad, parm for the pesto. Pretty sizable chunk of this. Uh, I was texting one of my friends today, and I was like, "Hey, I'm going to be making a bunch of pesto. Do you want some?" Because I've made pesto a bunch recently, and I've got like bunch of it in the freezer. So I'm at pesto giveaway territory. Yeah, there's a channel point redemption. I'll I'll send pesto to your house, or your PO box. Just kidding. It wouldn't last in the mail. Okay, what else goes in the pesto? Pesto is going to have carrot tops. I again, I just need a bigger scrap bowl here. We'll use that again, I'm sure. So the carrot tops are kind of wilty. These are not going to be super great. So I'm going to toss a bit of this, but I'm not going to, I'm going to keep all the good stuff that I can. And the stems I don't really want in here. Um, just the tops. If I knew that I was making pesto in like the first day or two of the week, which I probably should do, I probably should just do it this way. I would just strip these off before I even left the market and leave the stems too. These are not good. Okay. Um, but I usually make pesto towards the end of the week when I'm like, all right, got a bunch of herbs. Got a bunch of herbs. Gonna buy more of them on Saturday. So let's use it up. Um, and then I'm also going to put in a bunch of basil from the windowsill. So I've got this basil plant that's been, um, I suppose I could. Um, I suppose I could do that. I haven't been inclined to do that. I've been inclined to just put them in the compost bucket, um, which I'm going to do today, uh, just in general. Some of these are, yeah, these kind of go bad towards the end of the week. Some of them are brown, quite brown. Um, the basil plant I've had on the windowsill for a long time, and I got it to make pesto with. So it's robust and it's thyme. It's actually basil. It's not thyme, but it is TIME for it to go into some pesto. Wait, I just put a brown one in there. Okay. Um, yeah, the carrot tops are fun. They usually have a bag of them. They have like a duffel bag. Kambara, I haven't decided yet, but it's going to be walnuts or pecans. I'm going to open the cabinet and see which one comes to hand first. That's that's how this is going to work. Um, I don't have pine nuts, and pine nuts in general are like not worth buying. They're like from a price point, they're like expensive. They're expensive for putting them in pesto, where walnuts or pecans will do just as well. Huh. That is not a carrot. I don't know what plant that is, but uh, that is not a carrot. Okay, almost through here. So from this pile, there's a lot that's like yellow, and I'm okay putting the good ones in, but I just I don't want to put the sort of discolored ones in. The carrot tops are hit or miss too each week. Some of them are some weeks when it's been like really sunny, uh, and not a lot of rain, they are not like you can't use them. So when there's a good carrot top week, I like making pesto. Okay, almost there. Um, Hammer, I agree. I didn't know that I could. I'm allergic to a lot of different nuts, peanuts and almonds very specifically. Um, but I'm not allergic to pecans, but I actually didn't know that until I was uh in my 30s, probably. When I had one without knowing it, I'd been avoiding them. I had one, I didn't know it, uh, and everything turned out fine. Um, I can also generally I get pecans are another one of those things that I buy in like the largest format that I can. Um, Wegmans grocery chain on the East Coast has a bulk purchasing thing, and so I'll order them in bulk from there every once in a while. Okay. Um, Carrot tops, herbs, broccoli, parm, lemon, garlic, and basil. That's what's left. Okay, so this is my basil plant that's been growing on the countertop. We're gonna say goodbye to this friend today. It's kind of sad. Um, kind of sad. Um, Pecan pie is my like go-to pecan. I also like candied pecans. I didn't even have I had like a small moment of silence for this thing, and then I was like, nope, dinner. I'm gonna rip it. I'm gonna strip this thing down to the stems. I'm gonna leave it in here and see if it regrows anything though. I picked the stuff off of this once already, and it did grow back. So see if we can get two out of them, three out of them. This is two. Maybe yeah, maybe I'll get another one of these next week and see how long that'll grow. I still have a pecan pie in my freezer from last November. I made several pies for our family of three. I made 5 pies for Thanksgiving. Not because Thanksgiving is an amazing, notable holiday, but because I like to cook. Um, and that is my stance on Thanksgiving. Okay, this basil plant now looks like it has uh, gone through the locusts. Is that music too loud for y'all, or is it like nice, a nice level? It feels very loud in the kitchen here. Bourbon bacon pecan pie. Woodsman scoop. That's cute. That is cute. Uh, I love it. I feel like all I need is an axe. I could just like saunter in there and be like, "Hey, do you have the scoop? Let me get the Woodsman scoop." Um, Calvin and I were talking about ice cream the other day, and this is the part where he overhears me and probably contributes. Uh, but we were talking about favorite flavors, and like if you could just pick two flavors to have for the rest, essentially for like the rest of your life, what would they be? Um, I considered butter pecan, but I also considered that butter pecan has only recently come into my life, so I'm not sure if it's still just new or if it's like a true tried and true favorite. Let me give these guys some water. I'm gonna put this poor thing back on the windowsill to live out its fate. Like that's um, and then what else did I say? Basil, garlic, lemon. Oh my gosh, forgot how much stuff in pesto needs like pre-processing. Um, it's good level, steam level because okay, got it. Yeah, that was my like. I was like, wow, okay, that garlic is literally on the other side of the room now. What are you from Pepperidge Farm? No, I just like I said, I arrived at pecan later in life, and so it's still it's still like a fun new flavor for me, even though it's like you know one of like the OG flavors. Um, I haven't. Kimbara, I see. I'm looking at your comment there. So I have an axe for when I go camping. It's not like it's not that. It's not your like Paul Bunyan axe man axe. Um, Okay. The nice thing about garlic here is I don't need to cut it up. I just need to get it out of the thing, out of the wrapper. Um, I am extremely unlikely to hit 7 p.m. here. Just calling it right now. 22. Do you guys think I'm going to be finished in 22 minutes? I don't. I'm going to try though. Um, Cooking class 4. Have you come across the ice cream posse on Twitch yet? IRL ice cream shop slash taste maker. Um, 51 seconds till there's an ad. Megan, remind us what's left to prep. Lemons, and dressing. Lemons and a dressing. Dressing is going to be honey and lemon juice, and maybe like a little bit of olive oil. That's it. So lemons, I need to and cut, zest, juice for the dressing and for the pesto. Excellent. Hammer, good to know. Again, you're in a good place if that's where you are. The the dressing is just going to go in this little guy, shake it up, put it on top at the end. Once the pesto's done, it's done. Like, duh. Once the pesto is finished, I don't have to do anything else to it. But then just, lemon, make the pesto, combine for the dressing, and drop the pasta in the water. I believe in you. 22 minutes is a lot. If I stopped talking and had zero distractions at all, I believe I could do 22 minutes. It's unlikely. Gwen's probably like watching this and cackling. She knows. She didn't have. She's smart. Uh, she's seen enough to know better. Um, okay. One more thing of garlic. I also can just like stop. I could use garlic out of the tube. I could use lemon juice out of a container. I'm just I'm making it nice. I am going to take the shortcut and not zest my lemons today. I'm gonna let this zest go. I'm gonna let it go. I'm gonna let it go because the microplane is already in the sink. Yeah, Jeff's also like running a real ice cream shop, so there's a level of like what you can focus on in business and what you can focus on in stream. I think I think for Jeff's stream, it's very much like you also have to be invested in like being in the chat in addition to being in his attention, if that makes sense. Um, what is he doing? Oh, he must have been okay. I thought there was a child racing upstairs, and then I would be like totally. I'd be even more in the weeds having to contend with that conversation. Um, okay, lemon. So the juice is for the pesto, but I'm going to make the dressing first. So I think the dressing will be lemon, honey, and um, yeah, it wouldn't be, but He's doing a good job. I don't want to disparage or like I try not to like let I don't know. I try not to like focus on other folks' streams in that way, in a like technical way, like what I would do. Um, although I full disclosure, like not full disclosure, I personally appreciate when people say things about this stream, like, "Hey, I have like your lighting or whatever." Um, who knows? Question from the living room. Pause. What are you asking me, Callie? How do you get Bluey on the TV? What is Bluey on? Disney. What is playing right now? Okay. Can you just hit menu on the remote right now? Hammer, understood. Okay. You're I understand that you're frustrated, okay? I'm asking questions so I understand, not out of blame. Something just turned off. What did you change? Let me see where you are. Oh, you're on the TV. You need to hit watch a movie. Hold down watch a movie on the top right of the remote. And if that doesn't work, hit help until it does and answer the questions until it does. There you go. Okay. Gal- Galvin is watching CNN. Uh, accidentally, he wants you to know. But I feel like Bluey is probably a more appropriate thing. I also got that garlic off the floor that I yeeted across the room. Jana, hello. Um, I almost couldn't get my speakers off. Yeah, that's fair. And you never like I always think in those considerations where someone has like an opportunity like that, my assumption is that he's thought through that and is probably doing something for the protection of like customers, for example, where they need to be able to like cut audio on their stream, right? Like instantly. I don't have a need like that. Um, so what is the ratio for honey and lemon juice? Let's go like 1 ounce of lemon juice and 2 ounce, 1 ounce of lemon juice, some honey, which I just put in the microwave because it is hard. Um, Meyer lemon and raspberry cheesecake would be kind of amazing. I would eat that. Okay, honey. The honey had solidified in the microwave, so or in the cabinet. The honey is in a juice glass, by the way. Okay, so I put an ounce of lemon juice. Let's put maybe an ounce of honey and an ounce of olive oil, and we're gonna shake that up. Maybe a dash of salt. Make sure my pasta water is ready to go. Shake that up. Okay. I was thinking that I would do a thing on the um, pesto to like keep track of what I was putting in it and weigh it out and all that. I'm not going to do that. I would like to finish that. So I'm going to put the food processor down. plug that in and get this pesto moving. Before I do that, let's taste this. So I'm going to dress this whole salad. I'm not like, mmm. All right. I want that to be just a little bit sweeter. Kimbara, I 100% agree. Just a little bit more sweetness in that, a little bit more salt. Um, and then that will be decent. Okay, we good to go. We're not good to go. I need pecans. Oh yeah, pecans are definitely what I'm using because this is all that I've got left. So, uh, salad, good. What else is going in the salad? Parmesan and these carrots. Carrots are, ooh, look at what we got. Carrots are curly. They're starting to curl. Okay, first into the hopper here are pecans, and then garlic, and then Parmesan. Ghost pepper ice cream sounds great because if you got cream in it, you're balancing it out. It's like a big glass of milk with your pain. I don't think I need this knife, and I immediately want that knife because I was going to cut up the cheese, but I'll just break the cheese up. Um, Spicy ice cream. What did I have? I saw something the other day. It wasn't ice cream. What was the hot thing I saw the other day? Oh, I know what I saw the other day that was hot. It was those chips that were like the one chip in a package. Hmm? Chips? Yes. Grant, I'm trying for 7, but I have to be honest that I don't think I'm going to make it. I feel
No, it's gonna be
good. Well, we're close enough. We're close enough. Okay. I'm very close here. All right. This process is these guys. Olive oil. Oh my God. There's like more things on the counter now. Um, Ghost pepper jelly. Flavor the ice cream. Add in the whole Ritz pieces. You'll bring a brick of cream cheese. Yes. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That's like the fancy cheese when that happens. I love that. Um, Bar, she's she thrilled, thrilled, I'm sure. Okay. This is not playing nicely. Just tossed some basil leaves into the trash can by accident. Okay. So this is like thing push number 1. Ah, shoot. I should have put those broccolis in there first. Oh well. I forgot they were underneath. It's fine. They'll be chunky. Okay. Oh, don't put that plastic spoon in there. That would be awful. Awful funny, and it would ruin my pesto. I don't know if y'all heard that, but I said it's not going to be 7 equivalents. I didn't start another game because I thought it would be okay, this needs liquid now. On, and then we're just going to pour olive oil in here until it makes sense to stop. olive oil, lemon. I'm just looking to see how liquidy this gets. And a bunch of salt. Thanks, as it does. It's looking nice. Did I not put anything in here? No. Okay. Um, looks like enough pesto. Yeah, this is just what it is. This is the volume. I was like, based on the amount of greens that I had, that's how much garlic I put in. Okay. Cheese. I tossed the cheese in. I put the cheese in with the pecans and the garlic. So I put the cheese in first with the hard stuff, and I should have put the broccoli in there. So I'm kind of seasoning this a lot because I know uh, I've made this enough to know that as much salt as I add right now. I'm going to add more in just a moment. How long will the pesto last in the fridge? A little more than a week, probably. Can I make it ahead of one and use it? Yeah, absolutely. If you can make pesto extremely far ahead, and it stores really nicely in uh, cubes, like in an ice cube tray. So I have a bag of pesto in here. The only reason I'm making it is because I had all this, like I had a bunch of stuff. I was like, I'm gonna have greens and leftovers. Um, get off the top of there. But you can keep it in the fridge for like at least a week, I think. Um, fresh. Yeah, it freezes fine. Pesto, if you make it fresh, drop it in the freezer in like a tray from here. It'll be like perfect. Mm. Just have to let that sit for a second. Excellent. I like that. That is good and will be slightly better with a little bit of red pepper in it. And shockingly more salt. Okay, that's it. Do I need to salt anything else? Yeah, let me toss a little bit of salt in these greens. Just a touch. I forgot to put some salt on my salad greens. Um, these tomatoes are like sitting in their own liquid now, which is really nice. I'm going to put this back. My water is on the stove boiling. I just need to clear my counter here. There's a little bit of lemon left in here, and so I'm gonna put this in here because the thing that I'm noticing about this pesto, it's not as peppery and like bitter as it usually is. So I'm just gonna nudge it in the lemony direction instead. And a little final mix there. Final mix. And then I'm going to dress the salad and put the salad in bowls. Uh, clear the counter off, and then it'll be time for tortellini. Torta time. So, um, speaking of pecans, which we were earlier, favorite snack, candied pecans. These, if you've watched this stream, any camping, I've made these candied pecans on every single camping prep stream I've done, and probably like two or three other streams in between. They're extreme, no pun intended, extremely common in this house. Okay. Last taste. Last taste before we call it. Excellent. Um, if you can't get the bitter taste in your food, use potassium salt instead of sodium salt. Fascinating. What does the potassium do, Kabara? What? Yeah, because I like one of the things that I like about pesto is how is its like bitteriness, um, bitteriness. But I have a lot of ingredients in here that don't have that. So, all none of the greens do. The carrot tops are the only thing that's bitter in here, and there's less of them than there are. Uh, I'd say the broccoli is like the predominant uh, green in there, and that's really not bitter at all. Okay, I'm gonna dress this salad. I'm calling these carrots, by the way. Um, Salty like sodium, but has a bitter aftertaste. Interesting. And that's definitely the potassium. Um, Breaking it all down face. Yeah, yeah, exactly. The like, let me process this quietly. Okay, so let's hold on. I'm gonna drain these carrots real quick and we'll evaluate. I wish I took this is always one of those things. I need a timer. I need like 6 timers to pop up on the bottom of the screen, like here, or like I would love to have like a wall of timers right here for like weird data stuff. Um, but these carrots are looking great. They're starting to curl up a little bit. Um, they are they are they have more volume than they did before. So excellent suggestion. You're right. It probably could have used another like hour, and these would be like nice. Um, I've not heard of potassium salt either. Hammer. Kambara lives. I don't know if this is a regional thing either, or if it's just like ingredient availability. But Kambara is in Malaysia, and I always find Kambara has like a very uh, often will be those like ingredients and like things that are let's say not necessarily regional, but like I don't see at the market regularly, or like the grocery store. I don't know if potassium salt is like that. I've just not heard of it either. But that's cool. I like that bitterness to it. I think I'll look for those because they're bitter is a desired flavor sometimes. Okay, this I want to drain off too. Um, an Asian fruit store, maybe. Okay, I'm draining my tomatoes. I'm gonna drop those in. Oh, 702. Not bad. Honestly, not bad. I'll take it. All I have to do now is cook the tortellini and the water's boiling. And from frozen, they're going to take like 3 minutes. Bakery supplies. Oh, okay. Gotcha. There is lettuce all over the counter. Everything is all over the place here. Um, let's dress. Almost on time. I know, DJ. If I had an amuse bouche to send to the living room, I would send it out with my apologies for the tardiness of the kitchen. Oh, come on. Yeah, but I don't, so they can wait. Dinner with mom. Hello. Welcome in. Welcome in. Where's my John? Um, Dinner. Mhm. Cool. Dinner with mom. Also Lovely food and drink streamer. First raid ever for my channel, I think. Was that a raid, or did you guys just come in and chat? I have no idea. Anyway, y'all been here since the beginning. OGs for sure. I appreciate you. How are y'all? Why didn't I just get like Southern? um, a foregone conclusion, right? One of these days. I think you did too. I think, yeah, I think you did too. Hammer, did you change your username from something else? Are you familiar? Is are you with the crew? Are you with the crew? Um, I think that's enough salad dressing. This looks nice. Okay, so let's get this into some bowls. Um, body rolling. Okay. Uh, I don't I don't recall that, but again, going back to like recollection, as we were discussing earlier in the stream, sometimes recollection is difficult. Callie, 10. Um, okay, so this salad, just gonna, this is dressed. I'm gonna toss this here, and then I'm just gonna toss my Parmesan on top. I don't want that. I want that to be clean. Uh, so, okay, I thought I maybe perhaps I misread something. I was Dinner with Mom has like a crew, a posse, if you will, of excellent, lovely humans, family, and I believe some other friends. Um, love it. Um, and I thought that perhaps you were in that group with the fam and had just like started streaming under a different name. I know, right? It's I love it. I love it. Um, Hammer, we were talking about on stream the other day about like when you know you're in a good place on Twitch. Dinner with Mom is one of those people. If you see them chatting, you're like, we're cool. All right, I feel good here. Unless unless the chatting is contentious, in which case maybe not. Okay. I'm being too precious with this salad. Salad. Okay, time to let me move all of my extra stuffs over here. Let me take this guy off the counter. Uh, full disclosure, that is my personal opinion. Maybe Dinner with Mom has beef with other streamers. I don't know. I find that if you have beef with someone on stream, you know what you should do? Just don't tell them. Just respectfully leave their stream, and you don't need to come back. You don't even need to follow. Just don't say anything. It's super easy. It's the literal easiest thing you can do. Okay. Pesto's good. This is good. This is for topping. Has the tortellini been dropped into the pot yet? It hasn't. It is seconds away. No, it is up to minutes away. I need to. My water is like exploding back here, which is great. Colander. Actually, no. I'm gonna put these in. I'm gonna fish these right out of the water and put them in a bowl in the big bowl. The big bowl just had lettuce in it, so this is just getting reused right away. And where's my spider? Where's my spider? There it is. Okay. Um, I have beef with people at steakhouses. Yes, it's a social thing. Okay. Tortellini. is going to go in. So that's the fridge. This is the freezer. I haven't touched these since since Monday evening, except to bring them out. But here are the tortellinis. Uh, Man, the white balance really like gets wacky in that scenario. I should do these like that. Whoa, they're about to fall. Bad idea. There we go. These are filled with who remembers what I filled these with? Acorn squash roasted with maple, thyme, mint, salt, pepper. No, hold on. Two acorn squash, garlic, shallot, mint, thyme, salt, pepper, garam masala, and lemon zest. That's what's in these. I think so. These are definitely going to pop sounds. These are definitely going to pop up a bit. I'm going to put them in this dish so that they're like, fun. They're like very visible. So this is how many? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. So let's do 30 of these. 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 26, 28, 29, 30. Wait, 12. No, let's do a full 36 of these. 2 through 3, 3, 4 through 5, 36. Okay, so this is one family's worth of tortellini. How many are left here? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 3, 6, 9, 10, 4, 8, 10. So that's 30. 2, 4, 6, 8, 40. 2, 4, 6, 8, 48. So let's just add another one or two here, because then I have like one more meal. Now these I'm not giving away to anybody. Sorry. Not sorry. Okay. How am I finishing these? These are done. These are going in these plates. The pesto is going to go in this bowl, so I need a spoon for that. And then I am going to want to stir those around in there. They'll be fine. Put them right in here. Cheese goes on top. Okay, ready to drop the tortellini. There are just a few minutes left here. This is Jeopardy. Da-na-na. Just kidding. This is the moment of dropping these in. So let me let's watch our pot here. Okay. Watch. Day 2. All right. I salted this at the beginning. Let's just get a little vortex going here. Drop my spoon and then into the water. Wow, that was 30 some of those. That seemed like 0. I'm going to turn this up. And actually I'm going to put the lid on for just a second here while I wipe this out. Super exciting, I know, right? I just want the heat to come back up real quick. And the water's already boiling, so we're good to go. All right. That's fine. I'd rather look at it than have the lid on. Let's just give this a gentle nudge. These are all coated in flour, so they are definitely not sticking to they weren't sticking to each other before. We'll just let those rise to the top, and you can stare into the void of the pasta water as they boil. Oh man. Well, we're almost ready to go. That's good. While those are boiling, those should only be a minute or two here. Um, not boiling, but as soon as they start floating to the top, we're gonna be good to go. Let's see. Is there anything else that needs to happen here? No, no, nope, nope. Okay. Um, there is not. Um, I would love to raid over to Cooking with Laura D. Um, I don't know if anybody is able to hop over there and see if she is actually finishing or if that's like a good spot to land. Anybody willing to do like 3 seconds of recon? Um, would be amazing because I'd love to go over there. She raided in here just the other day. Um, if not, it's cool. It gets too many words wrong. Yeah, it does. Um, I don't like this particular closed captioner that's in place. Um, I agree. It does not get it misses a lot. Sorry about that. DJ Holly, I am not watching the pot. That's what I'm I'm trying not to do. I am just waiting for them to float. They'll float. Whoop, whoop, whoop. We're surfacing. All right. There it is. What's up? All right. Well, I'm not seeing any internal like ingredients, any of the filling floating up. Oh, I see one that has burst so far. So yeah, I'm glad I put in the midst of adding condiments to her dish. Like plating condiments. There's other folks online. She's one I saw that she was on, and of all the folks that are streaming food and drink right now, uh she is one who I have not rated into her channel in quite some time. Um so yeah. Um and if not, then there's some other folks who are online. Um there's actually some folks that are like a lot um seasoning her food. Okay, so it sounds like she's almost finished. Okay. Okay. Uh-oh. Here he comes. We have a wild Calvin approaching. Everybody be nice. Um I'm just kidding. He's here. Okay, so these are starting to surface and I'm scooping them up as they do. I'm going to put some, is that really the total number of these? Let's give this a stir. I feel like this is a lot less than uh what? Oh gosh. There's fucking balloons popping behind me. It's like a sick carnival. Um how do you raid? It is a function within the command line. You type like slash raid in the chat and then the name of the streamer that you're wanting to raid, or you can do the interface through Twitch. Um, Twitch has a function on their dashboard, their like stream manager dashboard. I go I go into the stream manager on my uh on my dashboard. Kimbara is interested to know if you finished your show. What were you watching?
Lily.
Bluey. Anyone else watch Bluey? I asked if anyone else watched Bluey. Okay, so we have pesto, tortellini. She heard me. I bet that came through in the closed captioning. What's me yelling dinner? The closed captioning continues even when I don't have the microphone on in Streamlabs. Did Calvin get the balloon from school? Calvin got the balloon from our neighbor's birthday party. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So let's start with 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2,
I'm worried there aren't enough
1, 2,
tortellini.
3, 4, 5, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. If there's not enough tortellini, there are Raining Hit says dinner's ready. There's more in the freezer, and I'm leaving this water on the stove. I didn't dump it, and that's hot. So I'm gonna leave this on. Not on, but I'll leave it on enough. Okay. Cow. Do you want to take a dish here? This is yours. Wait. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This one's yours. This one's yours. Take that to the table. Got it? Okay. Can you come back and grab mom's? Thank you. Okay, so he's doing his thing. Um, Calvin, will you do me one more nicety, please? Will you turn the lights on? Yeah. Okay. Forks are on the counter. Take two.
Ew.
Two.
Why can't we have free food?
Because I'm going to use one of them right now. I forgot to put Parmesan on these. There's Parmesan in the pesto too. Okay. I'll bring the Parmesan back, Gwen, I promise you. Okay. Okay, cow. And no jumping around right behind me, please. Let's take a little pic of this picture. Here we go. Look at that. Isn't it beautiful? Isn't you need a bath tonight? Well, I'll give you a bath tonight. Yeah, your feet are gross. Whose turn is it tonight? Cool. And then I'll give you a bath. Okay, picture's done. Go ahead and turn that one off, Cal. Thank you. Have a seat. I'm gonna try one of these and let folks know how they work. Um, Calvin needs to try it first. Um, Stinky boys. Liz, your niece loves Bluey. It's not something I was familiar with. He came home knowing all about it. Calvin says it's very good. So this is your final like tortellini situation. Uh, Gwen's like finished hers. I'm just kidding. She's not. This is the tortellini. We've got pesto sauce and then the little tortellinis. They've scooped up everything quite nicely there. And then a salad. Got a salad with some frisee, some arugula, tomatoes, carrots, and Parmesan cheese. So let's give this. Calvin's adamant that the tortellini is very good. hmm It is. And it is. I'm enjoying it. I enjoy it. I think the the squash is really good in here. I think if I was, I think the next time I'll try these with like a gremolata sauce, like a butter. Mm-hmm. There's mint in this salad. Thanks, Kambara. I appreciate that. All right, let's get a little raid together. Uh, I saw someone online whose channel I popped in really briefly before, and they are streaming food and drink. They are, I believe, a fairly new food and drink streamer. Their name is Cookie Manor, and they are doing beer mug cookies for our brewery visit this weekend. So uh, I think we're gonna head over there and say hi because I've not rated in there before, and they're a little smaller, similar size streamer. There's looks like there's a family there, so nice, nice, kind of similar. Makes me happy to see. Hammer, my boy, is too new to stink. Just you wait. Calvin's feet look like he's been walking around outside without shoes on. Um. Anyway, thanks for hanging out this week, friends. I do appreciate it very much. I don't know what the schedule will be like next week. I do know that I will not be on either Thursday or Friday. I may stream on Wednesday for some prep stuff, but I'm going to be out next weekend. So I may stream once, maybe probably once, maybe twice next week. At least once, maybe twice. Um, there's some social links in the chat. Please feel free to follow. Instagram, Discord is a good way to get in touch with me if you have questions, and obviously Twitter is just like a thought vomit. Cool. Thanks for yes, Calvin's letting me know to let you know that we're going to a farm for dinner, which is true. Um, cool. So that's what we're doing. Let's go say hi to Cookie Manor. Uh, and I'll see you all next week. Have a really, really lovely weekend. Thanks for hanging out this week, guys. It's been really fun. I appreciate it. If you're watching the VOD, I appreciate you too. Hopefully this one has sound.